Hey guys, welcome back. I said I wasn't going to do a video on crimping these 40 calibers, but I changed my mind. And the reason I changed my mind is because I wanted to just go through some stuff. Okay, so the majority of the ammo that I've loaded in these are XTPs. That's what this is. Okay, now I've set the taper crimp to crimp this. Okay, so that's crimp. And all you want to do, the other kind of bullet that I seeded was this. I ran out of XCBs and I just have these plain old flat nose bullets. So when I went to set these bullets, I had to change my my press just a little bit. Had to make arrangements so that they're all the same overall length. Now, what we didn't go through on this series of videos is the case length. The reason we trim these case lengths to be the same length, number one, for the expanding die, so that they hit at the right, they hit the brass at the same time, and they plunge to the same depth. So in essence, they're gonna expand the mouth the same on all the brass. The second reason that we want them all to be the same size or the same length is here. So this, I'm putting this in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go real slow. Now see, I feel it, and I'm not to the top of that ram. So I'm not gonna finish that. Put it back over here. So I have my crimp set to these others. So I've got these out on the table, but I'm not going to do them until I'm finished, because I only did a handful of these because I ran out of these XTPs. Okay, I had to change a few things when I did that, but so let me just explain how we set up this die. When you first start, you want to go ahead and raise the ram all the way up, screw your die down until it touches. Okay, when it touches, I like to take mine and give it a little firm twist, maybe an 1/8, while the bullet is in there. Then I let the ram down, and I give it about another 1/4 turn. I'll raise the ram back up, see how it crimped. That means I take it out, and I do not have a case gauge for these 40 calibers. So what I do, I've done enough of these to where I can just rub my finger across there, and I can tell whether they're done correctly or not. I do recommend getting a case gauge for every size bullet that you're going to be loading. Case gauges are great. I do have one, and I've loaded probably more 45s than I have 40s, but I do have a case gauge for 45 ACP. Here it is right here, 45 auto. You can read it right there. Okay, so I do recommend a case gauge. All the case gauge is for, it's machined to a particular diameter in here. So your bullet, this 40 cal is not going to sit in there, but actually, well, no, it's not. So you can hear it shaking around in there. And I don't have a 45 to put in here handy with me. So, but if the bullet goes in there nice and smooth like that, it's good. So what that does is it measures the length. It also measures to see if there's any crimp problems, or maybe the case expanded too much when you shot it. There's lots of things that it can discover for you. So get a case gauge. Okay, so I'm gonna continue crimping these, and this is a taper crimp. what happens is that, and I don't have the dye out of the thing yet, so what happens is I took this is the same dye that seats the bullet, okay? So I took this completely out. You can leave it in there if you want. You can even crimp as you seat too, but that's just something I don't do. So what happens with that dye is it comes down over the bullet, and it's exactly what it says. It's a taper crimp. So it comes down and it touches the sides of this case, and it squeezes that case together. Now you don't want that too tight, okay? What you're looking for is just to barely touch it, and this needs to be fairly smooth. You're going to be able to feel that case, but there's a smooth feel to it, so you know it's going to rack up in there in your gun, and everything's going to work right. So, okay. So, any questions? Feel free to comment down there at the bottom and send me your questions. You know, sometimes you just can't get everything into a video, and my videos tend to run long anyway. So I like to get this in here in about half the time that I do. So you guys like my page and share it if you can, and subscribe if you can. I'd really appreciate that. So I'm signing off. God bless you. Have a great week.